Welcome to Ridgeside Arts. I'm Christina Watts, and tonight we're going to learn how to make rocks with watercolor. In this picture I had started off making rocks, and I liked them so much that I created the rest of the background just based on what I had built with the rocks. So join me at my table and we'll learn how to do this. So to begin with this watercolor rock tutorial, you're going to need an Arches 140-pound cold press paper. And in my palette I have an Ultra French Marine Blue and a Burnt Sienna that I will be using. These are proven colors to achieve nice rocks, nice rock colors. There are other color combinations that you can use. And Sharon McBride just showed me these ones, and I know she uses some other ones. And she's fabulous at the rocks. She's really mastered those. And tonight I hope to show you, and hopefully you can master them too. So let's get started. We're going to take our we're going to take our Burnt Sienna, and I think the idea is to start with the lighter color, kind of like in the watercolor birch trees. And you just want to put it down on the paper. Just mix it all around on your paper. You can use any kind of watercolor brush you have. This one happens to be a round one. You can use a flat one. It doesn't really matter because you're going to be taking a plastic credit card or other card and chopping it up to kind of get a nice edge, so that once again you'll be just moving the paint around. But you'll be moving the paint around in a different way. So once you have kind of your rock valley formed, you're just going to let that color set in a bit. It's really glossy right now, but I like to let it sit for a little bit and absorb into the paper, so that when you put the French Ultramarine Blue or Cobalt Blue even glaze over top, that when you push it around, that color will still come through underneath on your rocks. Starting to get there. We'll just quickly go over the technique that we're going to be using to push these around while this dries a bit. So with your card, what you want to do is you want to slightly push it into the paper and just give it a bend. You don't want to be so hard that you're ripping the paper, but you just want to have the card bend a bit, so that when you take and do the rocks, you're doing a nice round formation. You do round, or you could even do a really big one and come bring it on down. And depending on the edge that you like to use for your credit cards, will achieve a different type of a rock. It could be a large boulder, it could be just small round ones that you see on the beach. So applying the French Ultramarine Blue right over the top of this. And maybe I should have used a flat brush, because that would have been handy for just putting a vast amount on and covering the whole edge here. I got quite a bit of water up there, so I think I might let it trickle a bit this way. Isn't that neat how the watercolor works and blends when you apply a color over top? And the great thing about watercolor is it will only go where it's already liquid, or where it's wet. So now we're going to take our credit card or our plastic piece and do that thing where we just up and down. Just keep going until you achieve the look that you're after. Sometimes I like to do a squiggle all the way down. this case I have probably too much paint, so I'm just going to dab a bit down off of there. And I'll try resuming this again. There we go. And the great thing about doing the rocks this way too is that you start to see the shadows in them yourself, so that when you do start painting them with your brush, you've gotten an eye for where this has ended up. So you shouldn't have to dip the paint off, but I put too much paint on there. There, get it on off. Now you can go ahead and start applying a background. But when this dries, it will show up even better than this. And you can start putting little jagged edges in if you like. And once you have your rock formation, who knows what you'll be able to make with yours. I'm Christina Watts from Ridgeside Arts. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned a fantastic technique in watercolor. Hope to see you back soon. Bye.